Good morning. My name is Farrah Spears, and I have been attending Christ Church for over 20 years now. I've had one child who has gone all the way through children's ministry and the youth program and youth choir, and I have one that's currently in youth and the youth choir as well. I have been on the Board of Trustees and the Board of Stewards. I'm in the Youth Parent Council. I help co-lead one of the youth small groups on Sunday nights. And for almost 10 years now, I have been leading the Turtles small group. And I promise you, if you're not involved in a small group, you need to be, because it can change your life. Today I'm going to be reading both from the book of Mark and Matthew. And in Mark, we're going to be reading chapter 1, verse 29 through 37, and Matthew chapter 11, verses 28 through 30. Please stand for the reading of God's word. After Jesus left the synagogue with James and John, they went to Simon and Andrew's home. Now Simon's mother-in-law was sick in bed with a high fever. They told Jesus about her right away. So he went to her bedside, took her by the hand, and helped her sit up. Then the fever left her, and she prepared a meal for them. That evening, after sunset, many sick and demon-possessed people were brought to Jesus. The whole town gathered at the door to watch. So Jesus healed many people who were sick with various diseases and cast out many demons. But because the demons knew who he was, he did not allow them to speak. Before daybreak the next morning, Jesus got up and went out to an isolated place to pray. Later, Simon and the others went out to find him. When they found him, they said, "Everyone is looking for you." And now in Matthew 11, 28 through 30. Are you tired, worn out, burned out on religion? Come to me, get away with me, and you'll recover your life. I'll show you how to take a real rest. Walk with me and work with me. Watch how I do it. Learn the unforced rhythms of grace. I won't lay anything heavy or ill-fitting on you. Keep company with me, and you will learn to live freely and lightly. This is the word of the Lord. Thanks be to God.
Thank you, Farrah. All right, I want to invite you to take out your sermon notes. The sermon notes provide an outline of the message today, and I want to just encourage you to use those during our time together. I also want to invite you to notice the prayer request that's on the back of that sermon note page. This is one of the prayer requests that was offered up last Sunday during our Easter services, and I just want to invite you to take this sheet home with you this week, and during your prayer time each day, just pray over that prayer request. That prayer request was offered up knowing that there would be people praying specifically over it, and I want to just encourage you to do just that this week. I also want to encourage you to be in prayer for our kids ministry. They're on spring retreat right now. And so there are a bunch of kids and some adults that may be a little tired right now, and they're at Frontier Camp. And just keep them in your prayers as they just grow closer with each other and with the Lord. And also, I know many of you remember Jory Kennedy when she served on staff. Her son Hudson is in the hospital in Houston, and it's been a rough go this week. And so just ask you to keep Hudson and that entire family in your prayers as you pray this week. Will you pray with me now? As we begin this time of prayer, I want to just invite you to sing with me a portion of a chorus. I think you know it. I will make room for you to do whatever you want to do whatever you want to, and I will make room for you to do whatever you want to do whatever you want to. God, that's our prayer for you. We want to invite you to move in our lives and do whatever you want to. But God, we confess that Far too often, we don't make room for you. Instead, we think our way is better. And so will you help us, God, today, reorient our minds, change our thinking to come to that beautiful conclusion that your way is better? And we'll make room for you to do whatever you want to. So in these moments ahead, God, I ask that you would just keep our hearts and minds open to you. I pray, God, that you